Hi class. Today we're going to continue our work with syllables. Today we're going to learn what an open and closed syllable is, and we're going to learn what a vowel consonant consonant vowel syllable division is. Now, what a vowel consonant consonant vowel syllable division means is that we're going to start to learn how to read multisyllabic words today. Now, we've had some practice with single syllable words, and if you remember, a single syllable is one beat. So if I say the word dog, that's one syllable. Today we're going to learn how to read words that have multiple syllables. And in learning what open and closed syllables are first is going to help us learn what vowel consonant consonant vowel syllables are. For the purpose of this lesson, where I would normally write it on a board, I'm going to read off our content and language objectives for the day. Our content objectives are that you will be able to identify and read open and closed syllables. You will also be able to divide two-syllable words with a vowel consonant consonant vowel pattern. You will also be able to read two-syllable words with a vowel consonant consonant vowel pattern. Sorry about that. For our language objectives, we will be able to orally express the difference between an open and closed syllable. You will also be able to orally express how to divide a multisyllabic word, like the vowel consonant consonant vowel type. And at the end, you will be able to explain to me how you arrived at the decisions you made in our final test. Our key vocabulary for today's lesson consists of these words: syllable, open syllable, closed syllable, vowel, consonant, long vowel sound, short vowel sound, and vowel consonant consonant vowel syllable division. Now, I'm going to provide you all with a 4-part grid that contains several pictures. I want you to look at these pictures and the words written underneath them. In groups, I want you to discuss what the 4 pictures might represent in terms of long and short vowel sounds. Now remember, a long vowel sound is a vowel sound like A, O, E, I, or U. For instance, if we see the letter A with a line over it, that means the sound is long, and it's pronounced A. A short vowel sound is marked with a little U, like this. And that's pronounced A. So, as you look at our 4-part grid, think and discuss in groups of 2 what you might think that these words mean in terms of long and short vowel sounds. So, before we get into what you guys discussed, we're going to go over what an open and closed syllable type actually is. An open syllable is a syllable that ends in one vowel. When an open syllable ends in one vowel, it makes the vowel sound long, like A or I or O. A closed syllable ends in at least one consonant. Our consonants are all the other letters besides vowels. When a closed syllable ends in one consonant, the vowel sound is short. Here are some examples. Me is pronounced with a long E sound because it ends in one vowel. Men is pronounced with a short E sound because it ends in at least one consonant. Hi is pronounced with a long I sound because it ends in one vowel. And hit is pronounced with a short I sound because it ends in at least one consonant. So, let's go back and take a look at our grid pattern. First, we have the word high. Now, we have H-I, and it ends in I, which is the vowel. Because there's no consonant after the I, the sound of the I is long, and we have the word high. Now, in the word hit, we have a vowel and a consonant, but the word ends in a consonant, meaning that our I sound is short, giving it an I sound. Hence, the word is pronounced hit. In the word me, we can see that it ends in a vowel. That lets us know the vowel sound is long. So the E has an E, or a long E sound. That makes it an open syllable. And finally, in the word men, as we just read in the Prezi, the word ends in a consonant, at least one consonant, and it only ends in one consonant here. Now the vowel that comes before it is E, but because the word ends in one consonant, we now have what we call a closed syllable. Meaning, the syllable is closed and it gives the E a short E sound, like and therefore we pronounce the word as men. Now that we've had a little bit of practice with an open and closed syllables, we're going to turn our attention to a video that will help us understand what makes an open and closed syllable.
The T came along and closed the door on the O and made it say its short sound. Ah, got. A closed syllable word is a one-syllable word with a short vowel in the middle, followed by at least one consonant. If the T decides to open the door and run away, the O is free to shout its name. Oh, go!
Excellent. So now we know, again, that a consonant after a vowel, a consonant that ends a word, means the syllable is closed and the vowel sound is short. And if the word ends in a vowel, it's a one-syllable word and it gives the vowel a long sound, meaning it's an open syllable. Now, we're going to practice a few of these on our own. But before we practice those on our own, I'm going to show you one more time the rules for an open and closed syllable. What word do I have here? That's right, B. And we know this because the word ends in a vowel. B, E, B. We have an open syllable. But now, if I add a T at the end, what word do we have? That's right, bet. Let's see why. B, et, bet. The appearance of the T after the E means it's a closed syllable and our vowel sound for E is short, like eh. So the first word I'm going to write is high. Now, can someone tell me if this is an open or closed syllable and how you arrived at that decision? Yep, that's right. The word ends in I, and that's a vowel. So we know that with no consonant after it, it's an open syllable and the I sound is long, like I. But for my next word, I've added a P at the end. Who can tell me what this word is? Hip, that's right. Now, can you also tell me if this is an open or closed syllable and why? That's right, it's a closed syllable because I have a vowel I, but my word ends in a consonant, which closes the syllable and makes the I sound short, like hip, ip, hip. Now, what word have I written? You? Yep, that's right, we. And why is this pronounced as we? That's right, we give our E a long vowel sound because the word ends in a vowel and has no consonant after, which means we have an open syllable. How about this one? Anybody? Yep. That's right, the word is wet. Now, is it an open or closed syllable, and why? That's correct. Although we have a vowel, E, our word ends in T, which is a consonant. It closes our syllable and gives the E a short sound, as in E. Wet. Great job. Now that we have practiced some open and closed syllable and identified that when a word ends in a vowel, it's an open syllable and it's a long vowel sound, and that when a word ends in a consonant, it's a short vowel sound and a closed syllable, it's time to understand that many of the words in the English language are a combination of two or more syllables. Knowing how to decode or break down these words into their individual syllables makes us that much more stronger at reading and decoding unfamiliar words. Now I'm going to bring your attention to a handout that I've given you at the beginning of class. On the handouts are a picture of two words with images, rabbit and basket. I want you to know that a syllable is a number of beats in a word. So, let's get into pairs again and discuss how many syllables you think are in each of the pictured words I've given you. As I walked around the room and listened to your conversations in groups of two, I heard some very good things, but I don't think we're quite sold yet on the idea of what is a multisyllabic word and how we break it down. So I'd like to turn your attention again to another part of our Prezi presentation. And these are the steps for syllable division. First, when you divide a syllable or a word into syllables, you want to identify and label the vowels. Remember, our vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. Next, you want to identify and label any consonants between the two vowels. Next, you're going to look at the pattern and divide the word by syllable. Then you're going to identify the syllable types. As we've discussed before, there are open and closed syllables. Then you blend each syllable and read the whole word. To help us out, we're going to watch a little video.
Syllable division, part 1. Now, listen up, monkey. The following secret instructions will prepare you with the skills required to split a word into syllables. Good luck! To split a word into syllables, first underline the vowels. Good! Notice that the vowels have now been identified and underlined. Find the middle point between the two vowels and split the word. Jump to it, split that word. Split, split, split. Good job! You have now learned how to split a word into syllables. The advantage of doing this is that you have smaller chunks to read. Now pay attention as we read the word. Ooh, hell. Met. Helmet. Helmet. Good job, monkey. You passed with flying colors. I do like this game. Okay, bye. Over and out.
So now we know a little bit about dividing words into syllables. So let's practice a little bit with the words on the pictures that I gave you. Again, our words were rabbit and basket. Let's take a look at those words right now. Now, step 1, for dividing a word into syllables, we need to locate the vowels. So in the word rabbit, they are under A and I. Those are our vowels. Next, we need to locate the consonants between the vowels. And in this case, it's 2 B's. The B's in rabbit. Then we look at the pattern and divide the word. If one of my consonants is the first B in rabbit, that's where I want to draw my line, after the B. And then I have my next B is the start of my next syllable. So then I've divided my 2 syllables. Rabbit. Then I want to take the 2 syllables. Oh, but first, before we do that, can anybody tell me if these are open or closed syllables? Yes? That's right. Each one of them is a closed syllable. My syllable over here ends in B, making my short A sound, ah. And my syllable over here ends in T, another closed syllable, making my I sound short, eh. So my 2 syllables are rabbit. And when I blend them together to decode the word and read it, it sounds like rabbit. Now let's try the next word. Basket. First, again, I want to identify my 2 vowels. Looks like A and E. Then I want to identify the 2 consonants between those vowels. S and K. So now I've identified my V, C, C, and V, my vowels and my consonants. Now I want to look at the pattern. Basket. Again, it looks like I have another word with 2 closed syllables. Let's see them. Looks like it. B-A-S. Bass. I have a short A sound here because my first syllable ends in S, making it a closed syllable. Then, my second syllable also appears to be a closed syllable. It ends in T and gives my E a short E sound, like eh. So now I've identified my syllable types, 2 closed syllables. Now I can read the word together. Basket. Awesome. Now that we've had some practice splitting up syllables, I'm going to write a few words on the whiteboard here. I'm going to call up on groups of 2 to come up and identify the vowels and the consonants, and, like we did before in the video, split the word into syllables. Our first word is upset. Nice job. You identify the vowels, and you split the word between up and set. Very good. Notice, guys, that what they did here, they knew that even though this word could not be evenly split up into sets of 3 or 2 letters, it's uneven. We have 2 letters over here and 3 letters over here. We still have a VCCV syllable division, meaning I have a closed syllable up here and another closed syllable. A U is given a short sound because a P, the word ends in P, a consonant. And set is given an short vowel sound because it ends in a T, another consonant. So I have the word upset, and upset are my 2 syllables. Thanks very much. Our next word is going to be mitten. Can I have another group of 2 please come to the front and identify the vowels and consonants and split the syllable? Nice one. That was tricky. Because there are 2 T's here, and because we say mitten, like mitten, you might want to end the first syllable after the I. But we couldn't do that because that would make our I a long sound, and it would be mitten, and we know the word is not mitten. Therefore, we split the word between the 2 T's, meaning we have 2 closed syllables again. Great job. Let's try a couple more examples. Can I have 2 more people come to the front? Excellent job. Picnic. Again, 2 consonants in the middle of 2 vowels makes my VCCV division and gives me 2 syllables, both closed syllables with 2 short I sounds. Picnic. Now I'm going to try 2 more examples. So I need 2 more groups to come up to the board. And our words are going to be admit and candid. Can I please have 2 groups to come to the class? Excellent. You guys did a great job here. Again, admit is almost like the word upset. I'm not going to be able to divide the word evenly by number of letters. So what I have to look at is my vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, syllable division. I have add over here. And you guys did a great job at identifying the vowel and the consonant and drawing a line after the D, which means I have, again, 2 closed syllables, add and mit. And both vowel sounds are short because of the consonant that ends the syllable. Next, you guys did a great job with candid. Again, you identified the vowels. There are 2 consonants in between them, meaning that I have 2 closed syllables, and you guys split them at just the right spot. The N ends our first syllable and makes our short A sound, a closed syllable. And the D ends our second syllable, gives our I a short I sound, and makes it another closed syllable. So I can split my word into 2 closed syllables. Can, did. Excellent job. Now, for our first assessment, we're going to be focusing on open and closed syllables. I'm going to give you a chart like this, and I'm going to write down a few words right now. Now, by yourselves, I want you to take your syllable sort and place the words where you think they go, either an open or closed syllable. Our words are we, high, go, re, hot, and bit. You may begin now. As I was going around the room, I looked at a lot of your papers, and you guys are doing a great job at identifying our vowels and consonants first before we know if it's an open or closed syllable. Now for our last assessment, I've given each of you a copy of this. It's our multisyllabic word grid. Now I placed 4 words here. For each word, don't forget to label and identify the vowels, the consonants in between the vowels, and where the division occurs. You may use your pen to make a slash in between the 2 different syllables of the word so I know where you know the division is. Then, after you're done, we can practice going around the room and saying the words out loud, because part of our syllable division is not only knowing when to divide it, but then being able to take what we know where our syllables and where our vowels and consonants are, dividing them, and then being able to actually take those 2 divided syllables and read them together as one word. Well, class, after that last assessment, we've come to the lesson. Now, our next lesson in our language arts class, we're going to review more open and closed syllable types, and especially open ones that break certain rules and make us work a little bit harder to decode our words. So here's a little taste of what we're in for next week.
Syllable Division Part 5. Today you'll be learning how to split open syllables. This is an important skill that will help with both reading and spelling. Good luck. To split a word into syllables, underline the vowels and divide the word between them. The vowels have been underlined, but this word cannot be split in the middle. You have to choose one side. Go, go, go! Most words split on the side of the first vowel. Let's see if you chose correctly. You, it, knit. You, knit. Unit. Unit! Yeah! You.
Well, class, thanks again for our lesson today. And remember, open syllables are syllables that end in a vowel and give our vowel a long vowel sound. Closed syllables are syllables that end with one consonant, at least one consonant, and give our vowel a short sound. And when dividing words into 2 syllables, we always want to identify the vowels and consonants first, split the syllable at the division, and then identify the 2 syllable types before we read the word. Thanks, guys.